Oh, okay. So I can start talking now. This is really quite interesting. I found a new toy on my computer while I was looking for something else. This is quite interesting because now I can actually record on my camera. I can play with it and I can actually talk to you. Now, this is interesting because I've been wanting to do this. I've been wanting to do videos on my computer and just get on here and talk to you without having to go through all the rigmarole of figuring out how to set up the camera and come back, and then I have to plug in the camera and download and figure it out and do all of this other drama that I really don't want to have to do. It's not that I'm lazy. It's not that I'm technical. Well, I am a little bit tech challenged. But wouldn't it be so much easier not to have to do that? Think about it. So now I can think about it and just do it without having to go through all of that drama. Now I have to figure out how to get this glare off of my glasses. Is that better? That's better. Okay. Now, I have the glare off of my glasses a little bit and I can talk to you. Now I have a new book coming out. That's the one thing I want to talk to you about is this new book that's coming out. Now that I have the glare off of my glasses, and this isn't like the best situation here that I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to you. This is really great. It's a little bit weird. Is that better? Okay. I have this book coming out. Bipolar disorder doesn't have to be depressing. This book has been in the works for 16 years. And it's coming out next week. The book is on its way. What is today, the 19th? In 4 days. 4 days. Is it better if I take the glasses off? Not for me, because then I can't see you. That's not a good thing. But in 4 days, that book will be here. It'll be in my hands. It'll be in my hot little hands. And I'm going to have my friend help me unwrap the book. It's going to be really exciting. The book is my journey from my very first, really from my childhood, and I really want to share that moment when I unwrap that book and really look at it for the first time, and I hold it in my hand, and I'm going to share that with all of you. And I'm trying to put together a video of what it's, a little bit of what the book is about. And the book is about what it was like as a child. And I was molested as a child, and I was raped as a teenager. And I have been through a lot of counseling, and I don't want to say that so that it is like this, okay, it's no big deal to be molested and raped as a child. Molested as a child, and I was raped as a child. I was only 11 years old. That's a child. When my daughter turned 11 years old, I kind of had a meltdown, because here I was this mother with this child who was 11 years old, and it was really hitting me home that my child was 11 years old and that's how old I was. I think I had a meltdown at that time, and I was 33, and I think that's when I really started having a lot of problems, was I really understood how old I was when this happened to me. I think that's really when it really hit me about how old I was and how scared I really was, because I understood how young I was, because my daughter, my baby, I saw how young she was. I think that's really when I really started coming apart, and that's when I really understood how young I was. But I went to counseling, and I started working on my problems, and I started getting better, and that helped me deal with my problems. Now here I am 20 years later, and I have been through counseling, and I have really learned to love and appreciate myself for who I am. And I am no longer this scared little girl who went through all of these problems. And I really love and appreciate myself for who I am, and understand that I am not this scared little girl anymore. And I can love and appreciate myself for who I am. So this book is coming out. Bipolar disorder doesn't have to be depressing. And I'm launching my career as a public speaker. I've spent 5 years learning how to speak well, and that's really exciting to be able to speak well. I get my Distinguished Toastmaster very, very soon. I have completed all my requirements. I do not have that exciting document in my hand yet, but it's coming. I've done everything to have that. So it's coming. I have pieces of paper on my wall that I've done all the requirements except for those, and all I have to do is file for it. Now I'm waiting on one piece of paper to get my Distinguished Toastmaster. But I have the qualifications. I am a Distinguished Toastmaster, just waiting to get that piece of paper. So what I want to say to you now is, I have the book coming out. I am a Distinguished Toastmaster. Almost. It's coming. I'm so excited for the progress. I'm excited about the book coming out. And I want to share my journey with you. I want to share my path with you. I want to share my heart with you. Because I have been so blessed to have people come into my life and pour into me. So let me share with you what I have learned and what God has given me in this journey. So, thank you for giving me the opportunity to share with you who I am. I'm Danni Andrew, Distinguished Toastmaster, and I have a book coming out. And I'm really excited about it.